Welcome back to the Drunken Zombies Podcast. I'm Adrian, and as always, we're serving up another chilling tale from the world of the undead.
I'm Julia, and I'm ready for another round of zombie mayhem.
Me too. This time we're going to the American wilderness back in the days of early colonial settlements.
Oh, I love that setting. It just adds to the suspense. Dense forests, crackle of campfires, sense of dread.
Yeah, it's like the perfect backdrop for a zombie story.
Mm-hmm.
And our story follows Hawk, a Lakota warrior.
A warrior, cool.
Yeah, he's a respected member of his tribe, and he stumbles upon a treacherous plot.
Oh no, what kind of plot?
Well, there's this power-hungry guy named Crowfeather.
Classic villain name.
Right, and he's scheming to abandon their traditions and seize control.
So not just zombies, but also internal conflict.
Exactly. It adds another layer to the story. And get this, Crowfeather isn't content with just a peaceful takeover.
Oh no, what does he do?
He orders Hawk's execution.
Whoa, talk about adding insult to injury?
Yeah, it's a serious betrayal, and they leave Hawk for dead out in the vast wilderness.
So he's all alone, injured, and surrounded by danger.
Pretty much. But luckily for Hawk, the spirits have other plans.
The spirits? Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, they grant him a vision, a warning about the darkness that's spreading, the dead rising. It's all tied to Crowfeather's actions.
So it's like his betrayal has unleashed something sinister.
Exactly. It's not just a personal vendetta anymore. It's affecting everyone.
And Hawk is the only one who knows the truth.
Right. He has to warn his tribe. But surviving the wilderness is a challenge in itself, even without zombies.
Yeah, talk about a race against time.
And to make matters worse, he soon encounters his first zombie.
Oh no!
It's this horrifying figure that confirms his fears. The curse is real and it's spreading.
So now it's not just about Crowfeather, it's about protecting everyone from this terrifying new threat.
Absolutely. And as Hawk journeys through the wilderness, he stumbles upon a settler's camp.
Settlers. This just got even more interesting.
Right. Imagine the tension, a Native American warrior appearing seemingly out of nowhere. They're terrified of him at first.
I bet they...
But then he drops this truth bomb. He tells them, this curse affects us all.
A powerful statement.
Yeah, it forces them to look beyond their differences and acknowledge the common danger they face.
So we've got an unlikely alliance forming.
This is where the story takes an intriguing turn. It's this unlikely alliance between the settlers and the Lakota tribe.
So they're joining forces against the undead.
Yep. They realize that their combined knowledge and survival skills give them a fighting chance against this supernatural enemy.
It's like the old saying, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Exactly. It's a crucial point because it speaks to the power of unity in the face of adversity. Sometimes overcoming the biggest challenges requires us to bridge divides and find common ground with those we might otherwise see as different.
That's a great takeaway for sure. It's not just about zombies, it's about human connection too.
Right. And they're not just battling for survival. They're actively searching for a way to stop the curse at its source.
So they're taking the fight to the enemy.
They are. And guided by a mysterious black wolf hawk, eventually uncovers the root of the problem.
A black wolf? Now that's cool.
Right. It adds a mystical element to the story. And it turns out the curse is directly linked to Crowfeather's actions.
Of course it is. It all comes back to him.
His betrayal of his tribe and their traditions has disturbed a delicate balance, unleashing a force the land can no longer contain.
So his actions have unleashed terrifying consequences.
Yeah, it's like a ripple effect. And the world is paying the price.
This is getting intense, and I'm guessing their journey isn't over yet.
Oh no, it's far from over.
Yeah.
Remember, they're constantly facing danger, and this shared struggle deepens the bond between Hawk and the settlers.
So we're seeing relationships develop amidst all the chaos.
Exactly. There's Sarah, the leader of the settlers, initially wary of Hawk, but she starts to see his courage and determination.
It's amazing how adversity can bring people together.
And we see Hawk's understanding of the land proving invaluable to the settlers. They learn from each other, becoming more than just allies. They're becoming friends.
I love that. It's like they're building a new community out of the ashes of the old one.
And their skills complement each other as well. Hawk's knowledge of the wilderness helps them navigate the treacherous terrain, while the settlers' expertise with weaponry and tactics becomes crucial for their survival.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Right. Their collaboration highlights the strength that comes from diverse perspectives. They're adapting and evolving, becoming a more formidable force by learning from each other.
This is going beyond just strategy and survival. Their initial suspicion gives way to trust and understanding. They share moments of camaraderie in the face of danger, reminding us that even in the darkest times, human connection can be a beacon of hope.
Absolutely. It's about the power of the human spirit to overcome even the most terrifying challenges.
I'm hooked. What happens next?
Well, the closer they get to the source of the curse, the more intense their encounters with the undead become. The hordes grow larger, the zombies stronger, more cunning.
Ah, that can't be good.
It's as if Crowfeather's dark magic is growing stronger. As if he's a puppet master manipulating these creatures, and his power seems to intensify as they draw nearer.
So he's becoming an even more formidable adversary.
It certainly raises the stakes.
Well-
Our heroes have come so far, faced so much, but the ultimate battle is still to come. And it promises to be epic.
I can't wait to hear about it.
We know Crowfeather awaits them at the desecrated shrine, a place saturated with dark energy. It's a battleground where the fate of both the living and the undead hangs in the balance.
This is the climax we've been building towards.
It is, and it'll be fascinating to see how it unfolds. But we'll have to wait until after a quick break. We're back with the Drunken Zombies Podcast, still on the edge of our seats after that cliffhanger.
Totally. So Hawk and Sarah, they're approaching that desecrated shrine, right? Where Crowfeather's waiting.
Yeah, and the closer they get, the heavier the air feels, like you can practically taste the dark energy.
Like the land itself is wounded, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Corrupted by Crowfeather's actions. And then there he is, bathed in this eerie light.
Talk about a dramatic entrance.
Right. He's radiating power like he's been soaking it up from this corrupted place.
And I bet he's got his zombie posse ready to go.
Oh yeah, he's surrounded by a horde of undead, ready to tear anyone apart who challenges him.
But Hawk and Sarah have come this far. They're not backing down now.
No way they've faced so much together. Their resolve is stronger than ever.
It's like they've been forged in fire.
Leading their little army of settlers and tribe members, they charge into battle.
So it's all-out war now.
And in the middle of all the chaos, Hawk finds himself face to face with Crowfeather.
This is it. The showdown we've been waiting for.
The duel that will decide everything.
And it's more than just a fight, right? It's about their beliefs.
Exactly. Crowfeather's consumed by his ambition, thinks he's bringing about a new era through chaos and all that.
Typical villain stuff.
But Hawk, he's guided by the wisdom of his ancestors. He's fighting for balance, for harmony.
Two totally different worldviews clashing.
And remember, Crowfeather has that creepy staff crackling with dark energy.
So not exactly a fair fight.
But Hawk's not alone. He's drawing strength from the spirits, from the unity he's forged with the settlers in his tribe.
He's got the power of good on his side.
And just when it seems like Crowfeather might win, something amazing happens.
What? What happens?
Hawk unleashes this blinding light, this pure energy that seems to come from deep within him.
Whoa. It's like all the good stuff in the world is channeling through him.
And it washes over. Crowfeather breaks his hold on the curse, strips away his power.
That's so cool. So what happens to the zombies?
They falter, they collapse like puppets with their strings cut. Their souls are finally free.
Even the land seems to breathe a sigh of relief.
The darkness recedes, the sky clears. It's like the world is healing.
But victory always comes at a price, right?
You said it's in April.
Yeah.
Both sides have suffered losses. The battlefield is a grim reminder of what they've all been through.
So it's bittersweet.
Hawk and Sarah, they're standing among the survivors, settlers, and tribe members. Their faces are full of grief and exhaustion.
They won, but they lost so much to get there.
But even though the curse is broken, Hawk senses something's off.
Oh no, what is that?
He feels this unease, like something's still out of balance.
Like a storm is brewing.
He warns Sarah that new dangers might be coming.
It's like the fight's never truly over.
Sarah, being the practical one, she acknowledges this new reality.
I like her. She's a survivor.
She pledges to stand with Hawk no matter what challenges come their way.
Their bond is unbreakable.
They've scathed their people and the land, but their journeys changed them. They've gained a deeper understanding of trust, collaboration, and just how fragile peace can be.
So what now? Where do they go from here?
That's the big question. We're left wondering what's next for Hawk and Sarah, for the settlers, and the tribe for the land itself.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
But one thing's for sure, the world's been changed, and they all have to adapt to this new reality. We're back and ready to finish this story, but like we were saying, something just feels off right.
Yeah, like a weight hanging in the air.
The settlers in Hawk's tribe, they're trying to rebuild, but it's all so fragile.
It makes you realize the lasting damage Crowfeather caused.
The land's healing, but the veil between the worlds is still thin, like a wound that hasn't fully closed.
So all those creepy things from the other side can still get through.
That's the fear, Hawk and Sarah. They saved everyone, But now they got to figure out how to live in this messed up world.
Where the line between life and death is blurry.
Exactly. And to make things even weirder, remember that black wolf?
The one that was helping Hawk?
It shows up again, like it knows something bad is coming.
Spooky.
And then Hawk starts having these intense dreams, visions of some hidden danger in the wilderness.
Not just zombies this time.
Something older, more primal.
The land itself is trying to warn him.
And as he digs deeper into these visions, he realizes that the shrine where they fought Crowfeather wasn't just any place.
It was a place of power.
A focal point for ancient energies, and by messing with it, they accidentally woke something up.
Oh no, like a chain reaction.
And the consequences could be devastating.
Yeah.
It's clear these visions are a warning. Hawk has to stop this new threat before it consumes everything.
So what does he do?
He gathers a small group, Sarah's with him, of course, and they head into the wilderness following the clues from his dreams.
Another dangerous journey.
They're racing against time, facing treacherous landscapes, wild animals, you name it.
But I bet they see some amazing things too, right?
Yeah, even in the middle of all this danger, they find beauty. Hidden groves, ancient ruins. They even meet other tribes who share their own stories.
It reminds you that even in a dark world, there's still wonder.
But the threat is getting closer. Hawk's visions are more frequent, more intense.
Leaving them to the source.
And finally, after weeks of searching, they find it deep inside a cave system.
So what is it? What's been hiding in the darkness all this time?
Not a creature, but a gateway. A portal that's been cracked open, spilling energy from another dimension into their world.
That's terrifying.
It's a whole new level of danger. They
Yeah.
can't destroy the portal. It's part of some delicate balance.
But they can't let it stay open either.
The consequences would be too awful, so they need to seal it somehow.
Easier said than done, I'm guessing.
Hawk remembers a story from his tribe's elders, a legend about a sacred stone that can control gateways.
Oh, of course, a legendary artifact.
The problem is nobody knows where it is. It's been lost for generations, just a myth to those people.
But Hawk believes it's real.
Yes, it's their only hope.
Yeah.
So he sets out on a new quest to find this stone, and Sarah goes with him.
Those two, they're unstoppable.
Their search takes them to the most remote parts of the wilderness, places untouched by humans where the spirits are strong.
What a journey.
And finally, after weeks of searching, guided by instinct, intuition, maybe a little help from the black wolf, they find it.
They found the stone.
It was hid.
A reminder of the danger that's always lurking.
And Hawk and Sarah, they go back to their people, sharing what they've learned, helping to rebuild.
What an incredible story.
They faced impossible odds, but came out stronger, wiser. They're symbols of hope, resilience, the power of the human spirit.
So what happens next?
Well, the balance is always shifting. New challenges will come. New threats will emerge.
They'll be ready.
Hawk and Sarah, with their skills and their bond, they'll be there to protect their world guardians of the balance between the living and the unseen.
It makes you think about the real world too, all the challenges we face.
We can learn from Hawk and Sarah their courage, their compassion, their determination to face the unknown and fight for what's right.
That's a powerful message.
And that's it for this episode of the Drunken Zombies Podcast. If you enjoyed this tale, be sure to rate and follow. We'll be back tomorrow with another chilling story from the world beyond the grave. Until then, sleep tight and don't let the zombies bite.